Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory. And today we are going to get another card evoed up to the Amethyst level. We're going to be doing Jrue Holiday today, which is an exciting card because it might be one that we actually take up to the Diamond level as well. So we're able to take a look at his evo requirements for that level today, because I've had a couple of comments in the last couple of videos telling me to actually take him to that Diamond level because he sells quite a lot. So we'll also check out his price today. Now we've got new super packs. The Prime Series super packs are now available, so of course that's flooded the market with those cards. So we'll take a look and see if there's any cheap ones that we can pick up. We've got a new locker code to put in today as well, and then we've got loads of heat check cards that have sold. If we come over here, you can see I've sold off 35 cards since yesterday. So since hitting the 300 tokens, I've gone ahead and sold quite a few of them. So we're going to be making quite a bit of MT today as well, which is very exciting. So let's get into it. So today's limited time event is a 2x MT multiplier on every domination win, so nothing crazy there. Even if you played for the entirety of the 2 hours, you're going to be making about a bonus 4,000 MT, which really isn't that much. No, it's not even that, is it? It'll be a bonus... no, it will be about that, yeah. So, again, still not too much in terms of actual rewards. And then the daily agenda today, 1 triple threat online, 1 triple threat offline, and unlimited. But as I've said for the past couple of weeks, just MT amounts don't really get me too excited. If they're tokens or if they're a pack, I don't know why they haven't put packs in here. One time they had a pack for the monthly reward, and since then there hasn't been a single one that's given out a pack. I don't know why they can't do that instead of these awful weekly challenges, which are basically daily ones. So yeah, I don't know. Incorporate packs and I'll be very, very happy, 2K. So move down here. We've got triple threat offline. We're at 323 wins now. We played one more weekly challenge while we were evoing up the Jrue Holiday. So I just played the first game of week 15, 3-minute quarters, managed to drop 65 points or something like that. So really easy, really quick as well. So perfect for evoing up my Jrue Holiday. Haven't played anything online yet, so I will get to this challenge in the next couple of days, really. And that'll put us on 1,670 tokens, which is absolutely insane at this point in the game. Right, before we get into things, let's put in the locker code for today, and I believe it is for either 2,000, 3,000 or 5,000 MT. So of course, hopefully we get to the 5,000. That would be very nice indeed. But it does seem like 2K are picking up the frequency that they are dropping these locker codes, which is fantastic. So we've had quite a few in the last couple of weeks, which is of course great for us. Free stuff on a Road to Glory account is perfect. So we've got 2.5k, 3k, or 5,000 MT. So we want to hit the corners as we did way back, getting the 75 tokens that was in a locker code, and we got 150 out of that, which is mad. This is looking pretty good. Hopefully it can stay to the right. I think we've lost it now. Yeah, we've definitely lost it. I can't remember which one we need out of this. Blue, was that good? Was that the 3k or was that the 2.5? It doesn't really matter. But no, we got the 2.5k. 500 MT difference doesn't really change anything, so I'll take a free 2,500 MT. Can't complain too much at that. Right, so we have got 20 things in auction house. One of them is just sold. Andre Miller, still trying to get rid of him. He's been up once for the 44,000 we put him up in yesterday's video for. Then I put him up again for 29,000. He didn't sell. When I got home today, I had a look and there was one up for 40k. So I thought, you know what, I'll try again at 29k. And as you can see, he's been up for an hour and hasn't sold. Again, it's just this one up for 44k. So surely someone will want to pick this up for 29k. It's not a bad card. It's a pretty good card. 85 driving layup, 88 mid, 79 3 ball, 94 ball handling, 85 defense, and 90 steal, and 90 speed, sorry. It's a good card. I think, well, maybe I'm being biased because I want to sell it, but if someone could buy that for 30k, that would be great. And then we have got 19 heat check cards up for sale. A couple of these going for big MT amounts. Curry, Thomas, and Sevilla there going for 6.9 a piece. We come down here. Got a couple of them selling for like 4.5k, 5k, so hopefully can be making some big money. And then RJ Barrett, a card who I have loved for so long and has been on my club for, well, since he came out really. He was Moments of the Week set 1, and as you can see here, there's hardly any of him up in the auction house. Of course, this one's gone up after I've put mine, so he's undercut me, which is annoying. But yeah, I saw one up for 14k, so I thought, you know what, I'll put mine for 12.5. If he sells for that, I'll be very happy. But you know what, if he doesn't sell, I'm not going to be unhappy. You know, he's such a good card. I don't really want to sell him, but I thought if I can get 10k for a Sapphire player, that is definitely going to be worth it. So that is why he's up in the auction house. But yeah, other than that, all these heat check cards, they're all from the, where are we, down here? They're all from the Eastern Conference. So I went through every team here and every player, which of course took a little bit of time. It's not a quick process. But I went through every player, and if they sold for over 3,000 MT, then I was putting them up. And the thing is, a lot of these cards I've actually got now. Of course, we managed to pick up so many of them yesterday. It's ridiculous. A lot of them that we've got are actually really high rated cards. So when they actually become on fire, like Vucevic, when he goes on fire, he'll probably go over to like a 90 or so rated card, and suddenly his value will skyrocket basically. And as we come down here as well, so the Nets, Spencer Dinwiddie at 85 rated, he might go up as well. Down here, these guys have definitely got Malcolm Brogdon, I've seen before at like 88 rated. Victor Oladipo could easily go up past 90 rated. Same with Miles Turner. And then we come down here as well. Andre Drummond, another card that goes to a 91, I believe. Serge Ibaka, he could go up as well. And then we've got John Wall as well. So as soon as these guys catch on fire and go up to like over 90 rated, we are going to be making big profit. And the same can be said for the Western Conference, but I just don't have the space in my auctions at the moment to go through here. But we've got players like Valanciunas and Jaren Jackson Jr. there. Who else do we have? We've got JaVale McGee. We've got DeMar DeRozan, who's not on fire yet. So again, when he becomes on fire, he's going to get up to like 90 rated and going to get very expensive. Same with Jrue Holiday. So if you find a player that isn't on fire, that is like 84 rated, like Devin Booker here, if he goes on fire, will easily go up in value. Oh my god, he's already 9k. Jeez, that's insane. You know what? I'm going to take 9k for him right now. I am not going to hold on to him. If I can get 9k for him, I'm going to take that. Of course, yesterday's locker code that we put in, there was a deluxe heat check pack on that locker code. So at the moment, prices are a little bit all over the place for heat check players. But I'm definitely going to take 9k for a Devin Booker card. Thank you very much indeed. Whoever wants to pay that, I'll be very happy. And then we come down here, we've got Hassan Whiteside, and then we've got D'Angelo and Draymond Green as well. So as soon as these guys go on fire as well, they're going to get very high rated. So let's take a look at the auction house. We have got 16 things that have sold, and we've already got 16 heat check cards that have sold, and they have sold for big amounts. So we'll clear out all of the ones that are under 4k for the time being. And of course, all of these cards, every single one of them was bought for either 2,000 MT or under 2.2k MT. Because, of course, we picked up so many of them for 2,000 MT yesterday, like 50 cards for 2k MT flat. Look at these guys selling here. These are big hitters. Bradley Beal, of course, pretty high rate. Well, all of these guys pretty high rated, apart from Melvin Fraser Jr. Klay Thompson again bought for 2k. Bradley Beal, CJ both bought for 2k. And that is so much money we've just made there. That is absolutely insane. And then I did have a... who else was there? I can't actually remember. It might have been this Kyle Lowry I was thinking of. He was like 90 rated earlier, but it looks like he's gone back down. So straight away, we are up to 64,000 MT. With all of these cards still sitting here, we've got 21 cards on the auction house. Was that someone just selling right there? No, it wasn't. We've got 21 cards on the auction house. And of course, we have an expensive player in the form of Lamar Odom still in the club. And he is hopefully going to keep increasing in value. There we go. That's got a bit of 60k. So we did pay just under 60k for ours, but I do believe he's going to go up in price anyway because it is such a good card and he's already out of packs anyway. So our investments are looking pretty nice. We've got the Lamar Odom, of course. We've got all of these heat check cards, and we do have, as we come down here, Earl Monroe's, Hedo Turkoglu's, and 4 diamond contracts. Of course, we got another one of those yesterday. Now, diamond contracts are still recovering from being in those packs, really. For some reason, the sliders, or not the sliders, the pack odds for diamond contracts just absolutely skyrocketed during those flash packs. So yeah, that was a real shame for our investments, but they are recovering. Earl Monroe is still selling for around 10 to 11,000 MT, so again, not much profit on him at the moment, but he should continue to go up. And then Hedo Turkoglu is still coming in at around 5k, which is way more than we paid for him. We literally paid like 2,000 MT for all of these Hedo Turkoglu, so we could instantly make quite a bit of profit, but I think he will continue to get rarer and rarer. So we've got a lot of comments to get through today. We need 9 points, I believe. We will just double check to see his Evo. So Jrue Holiday, yep, we need 9 more points, and Jrue Holiday will be done and ready to be Evo'd. So we'll go into a quick game of Triple Threat Offline. You know how we do it. We'll just put bronze in there. And like I said, we've got plenty of comments to get through, so we've got a lot to talk about while we are going through this game. And even in yesterday's video, we did the same thing. I don't even remember playing the game. I just remember reading the comments. It just makes the game go by so quickly. But yeah, it definitely helps. He's the boredom of what is Triple Threat Offline. So we had a lot of comments yesterday about people's investments, actually. So props to you guys, because you've really taken on advice over the last couple of weeks, and knowing that cards, as soon as they're released, are so cheap, and they very, very quickly go up in price. Of course, I've got the Hedo, I've got the El Monroe. I would have probably picked up some Paul Pierce's yesterday as well if I had the MT, but of course, I didn't have the MT yesterday, and his price has already probably recovered. So I'm happy with all of these guys shooting. You'll see that I'm not going to play any defense. I just want to get them to shoot as quickly as they can, so I can get down the other end and score as quickly as I can. So we have got a comment from Hammer UK who says, so I followed your advice and I looked at investments, and over the weekend managed to grab 27 Flash Zions for an average of just under 2,000 MT on each bid. So straight away, that is a massive W, and he was selling for about that price. I did remember seeing some of them for up that price. And he says, I was hoping with the fact that it was Zion, the first overall pick, people will want the card, and he was in packs for just one weekend. And at the time of typing this, the cheapest on the block is 4.4k. So already you have doubled your money, which is very, very impressive. He said, now I'm fighting myself not to sell now, as I'm sure with the Christmas influx of people, they will want this card. Absolutely. Do not sell just yet. They're going to be coming in. Obviously, so many Christmas noobs are going to be coming in. They're going to look for a Zion Williamson card. They're going to look for the best Zion Williamson card, and that is going to be the Ruby card that you have 27 of. So you're going to make some big profit. It honestly wouldn't surprise me to see him go up to about the 10k mark. And of course, if he does that, you're making 8k per card, which is absolutely insane, considering you've got 27 of them. I can't even do the quick maths on that, but you're going to be making a lot of MT. So that is a very, very smart investment. Next up, we've got a comment from AJ2K who says, bought 32 Ruby normal pals for 2k or less. Do you think his price is going to go up? Absolutely. Again, it's a very nice card. It's a card that is reasonably good in everything, really. Like, he's got good speed, he's got good defense, obviously he's got dunking, he's got the shooting, and there was a massive influx of him to begin with, so he is only going to get rarer. And yeah, I definitely think getting them for 2k, if you can get any card in this game really for 2k, you're going to have a chance at getting some profit, because over time, cards obviously do become rarer and rarer. We're just seeing that RJ Barrett, when he was first released, he was probably like 1.5 to 2k, and now he's selling for like 10k because he's that rare. Obviously, you would have had to wait a couple of weeks for that, but if you think in terms of investing, that's exactly what investing means. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time, but if you're patient with it and can resist selling off when there's the temptation of a little bit of profit, you can really start to make some big profits. So at the moment with mine, I could sell everything I've got for a profit, but I think there's going to be even more profit down the road. So that is why I'm holding on to all of my investments that I have got. Next up, we got a comment from Steve Schollenberger. And he says, JD, you may want to consider evolving Jrue Holiday to a diamond, as I mentioned earlier on in the video. The grind is pretty quick compared to other Evos. I sold mine yesterday for 100k, which is a big W compared to his Amethyst price. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what they're selling for on the auction house at the moment, and I'm excited to see what his Evo requirements are. I believe they're about 1,000 points and a couple of hundred assists, which isn't too bad. Compared, like you said, compared to other cards, other Evo cards that can take a lot longer. And of course, after we've done this Jrue Holiday, we don't actually have any cards that we are Evoing at the moment. 2K haven't released, wow, really? 2K haven't released any new Evos for quite some time now, and there's none that really have that high of a value. So we're going to be a little bit of a loose end after we finish this Jrue Holiday in this video. So yeah, I think we might actually have to take him up to diamond level. We do have the Jameer Nelson still in the club, but I think he is a little bit too much for grind at this point. We also have the Dwight Howard, which you could just push up to the 92 rated level, because at the moment we've got him at the 90 rated Amethyst, and he's only a couple of 100 points away. So I might do him as well, just to have him in my club as a bit of a higher rated card. Alright, let's see if we can end this game with a 3-pointer. If you didn't know this little cheese thing, if you stand in the corner, call a screen, the opponent will back off, and you can put up a shot with a horrendous release. That's the first jump shot I've taken with him, and you can see why. So we'll give him a quick bucket there. Jrue Holiday is still on fire, so we'll try it again. But yeah, if you want to farm threes in triple threat offline, this is the way to do it. As I just go to the corner, call for a screen, and as soon as the screen gets there, they will back off. That is a full white. It's a full white glitch, so that absolutely sucks. I thought it might have been, and we're going to have to back off here and give them Ray Allen, or not give Ray Allen the 3. All right, so again, let's try this again. We're going to really go 0 for 3 on 3-pointers to clutch this game out. Jrue Holiday, I thought better of you. Again, you're going to get another wide open shot, and he's going to green at that one. So there we go. That is game nice and easy. Well, let's see if we get the vault open again. That'd be nice. So we've got another comment from Rob Holt, who says, why are you saving tokens? I'm saving my tokens for when they update the reward market, because at the moment there is no one that would get even remotely close to getting in my team. And I've got like 1,600 of them. I can't get to the Galaxy Opal board. I'd need, I don't know, like another 1,000 or so. So we're way away from cards that would actually make a difference. All the pink diamonds, I don't really fancy. All the rest of the diamonds, I don't really fancy either. As we're going to get the vault to open up here today. All right, that's a big W. It's just going to be some MT though. So 1,000 MT. You know what? It's better than nothing. I cannot complain. I've got another auction here. RJ Barrett for 12,500 MT has sold. Wow. That is incredible. 12.5k for a Sapphire card at this point in the game. That is ridiculous. At some point, they will be releasing super packs for these moments of the week. Of course, at the moment, like I said, there is the Prime set that are all in the super packs, which we'll talk about in a second. And I think when Moments of the Week hits Moments of the Week 10, I think that is when they'll drop some super packs. But for the time being, 17.5k for RJ Barrett. That's incredible. He's a great card, but I'd much rather have that money in the bank. Right, Jrue Holiday is ready to be evoed up. It gets plenty more gold badges, quick first step, dimer, and then we get speed and speed of ball up to 86, acceleration also to 86, and passing goes up to 94. So some really nice stat boosts, and that is going to be another Amethyst Evo. So he needs 1,200 points, 63 pointers, and 400 assists, and his 3-pointer goes to a 94, an 84, mid-range goes to an 88, and he gets another good batch of shooting badges. So let's go and take a look at his prices. Let's take a look at his Amethyst and then his Diamond. So the Amethyst is literally selling for like 15k, so that doesn't feel very fulfilling at all. But the Diamond is 60k. My guy Steve, you got 100k for this card. You sold him at exactly the right time. This has got a Diamond contract on it as well. God damn, Diamond contract for 60k. So I don't think I can compete with that. I don't think that is going to be worth it. And like I said, the only other card we actually have in the club that we haven't evoed just yet is Jameer Nelson. And let's take a look at his Diamond price. It is around 70k, but of course it is a significant amount of work compared to Jrue Holiday. If we have a look at him here, we need another, well, pretty much 1,800 points still and 400 assists. So that's a long old grind. So I'm not sure if we will get around to doing that, but you never know. Hopefully they release some new Evo cards pretty quickly, because like I said, it's been a while since they have released some. We also had a comment from Paul Hungenberg, who also said, why don't you use your tokens? Well, again, like I said to, who was the other one? Rob, it's just because I'm waiting for the auctions, not the auctions, waiting for the reward market here to update. And you never know, they might even open the token market. That has been closed all year, so that might be updated soon. But yeah, so obviously I could easily finish this and I could pick up quite a few pink diamonds, probably like 6 or 7 of the pink diamonds, but it's just not worth it. None of these guys I would be really excited to play with. Maybe Isaiah Thomas, he would be a nice card. 1,500 people have got him so far, but even him, even he wouldn't really make too much of a difference in my squad, which I think is looking very nice. Oh, we've got a spot here with RJ Barrett has just left us. That is very sad. Well, I suppose Jonathan Isaac can come into the squad right there, and that is looking like a very, very solid team in my opinion. I do absolutely love that, and all those cards have been so good to me throughout the year. Right, do we have any other comments to go through today? So Fate GG says, if I get NBA 2K20, what cards would you suggest? So if you are just starting out, or if you're just buying the game, there's loads of cheap cards that you can pick up, and I definitely recommend going through these Moments of the Week sets. So obviously the latest ones are going to be the cheapest. So this Norman Powell, 2,000 MT he was yesterday. He can't be already that high in price. That would be ridiculous. But yeah, 2,000 MT gets you a really, really solid shooting guard. As we come down here, Lonnie Walker, again, another like 2,000 MT gets you another really, really solid shooting guard. So your shooting guard position is absolutely set for about 4k MT. The Manu Bielitsa at the power forward position, again, under 2,000 MT. He is going to see you right. And then same with Rui Hachimura as well. Again, about 2,000 MT. So your power forward and your shooting guards can both be taken out with these Moments of the Week 7 and Moments of the Week 8 sets. We come down here, TJ Warren Warren is a decent small forward again for around 2,000 MT. Anyone else there? No one else there. Terry Rozier, a really nice point guard. 2,000 MT. So there are so many cards you can get for a really, really respectable price. Evan Fournier, again, a really nice card coming in, probably around 2,000 as well. You can play him at the small forward as well, so that's your small forwards and your point guard set. Fred VanVleet is a nice little budget card as well. And then you need a couple of centres. Now, centres aren't too... well, they are sought after, that's the thing. There's not too many of them in the game. Aaron Baines is a good little budget card. He is still around 2,000, which isn't bad. But other than him, I would probably suggest actually going to one of the current NBA sets. So either Joel Embiid, who you'll probably be able to get for around discard value, so like 1,000 MT for him, or, of course, Karl Anthony Towns. So either one of those guys as a Ruby would be really nice at the centre position. So hope that did help you out if you are looking for some good starter cards that are really nice and cheap. So we do have these Prime packs in Prime Super Packs out at the moment, but that's because the next one is going to be Galaxy Opal, or the next player that is released will be the last player in the set, so Galaxy Opal Ray Allen will be attainable for the first time. And as we can see here, god damn, he's still selling. Actually, I think this is the first one, or the one that was up before the packs came out. It looks like the packs came out about 50 minutes ago, and people started pulling them. So it'll be interesting to see what their price does go to after. There we go. So again, this is when the packs hit. I'll be interested to see what they sell for, because these packs are only out for 24 hours. And of course, they are going to be very, very expensive, even still. Wilt Chamberlain's still at 300k. That is insane. But of course, it will have affected the prices of all these guys down here. So the only Ruby we don't have is the Terrence Ross. Of course, was a fantastic card. Absolutely loved him earlier on in the game's life cycle, and at the moment it looks like he's selling for around 10k. He's probably going to be cheaper than that, actually. Wouldn't surprise me to see him around 5k, and at that price I'd be very tempted to pick him back up, because we evoed him up to the 92 rated Amethyst. We took him through 2 evo levels, and that was because I just really enjoyed the card. I loved his release. He greened so much for me, and I've got really, really fond memories of playing with this card. Looks like he's actually sticking at around 10k. I did think he'd come down, because obviously everyone's going to be pulling for the pink diamonds. They're going to get a lot of duplicate rubies, I'd imagine, because there's only 4 rubies in the set. But yeah, no, about 9k, so definitely not going to pick him up. And then, of course, you're getting into the Amethyst, which should, again, come down in price, but probably not cheap enough for us to want to buy them. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. So I will try and get all of these guys sold. I'll definitely try and get Andre Miller sold. And then I will go through all of the Western Conference as well and see how many of these actually have value I can get some decent MT for. So that is going to be it for today's video. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.